We have the full context of what he actually said. I think we have it right now. Let's listen.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them. As anything other than one of them. As anything other than one of them.
Why am I not surprised that the same people that gaslit this entire country for the last 4 years about Joe Biden's mental decline are once again lying to us, not just about who assassinated Charlie Kirk, but now also why exactly Jimmy Kimmel is now suspended.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them. As anything other than one of them. As anything other than one of them.
So what jumped out at you, Geraldo? As I said, you and I have known each other for a long time. You're also a lawyer, so you understand the legal aspects of all of this. But what specifically jumped out at you?
He's basically saying that members of MAGA are, because Tyler Robinson's a member of MAGA, and because of that, somehow they had it coming, that Charlie Kirk had it coming. That, once you go there, once you embrace that philosophy, that ideology, you're fair game. And it's just, I think that too often my whole life, 55 years in the news business, the First Amendment has been my shield, my protection. I embrace it. I celebrate it. It's extremely important. And it is at times embattled, and I get that. But what we don't get, the more sophisticated it seems we are, what we don't get is how grievously hurt regular people are, and how difficult sometimes in positions of power in communications or government, how easy it is to overlook the sincerity of that feeling and to dismiss it. Whether at an award show or some other, wonderful, lavish setting, so easy. But Charlie Kirk was a very simple guy. He was, I ran into him in the Hannity green room several times, always had a good frame of mind, a positive, optimistic person. He let you say whatever you were going to say, then he tried his best to rebut it and to have a spirited but meaningful debate. What I hear from Kimmel, and I don't want anybody fired. And once he apologizes, maybe this will have a happy ending. And I hope that happens. But the First Amendment is not a license to incite hatred. And it doesn't matter that Kimmel's side
let me just interrupt for a second, Geraldo. I want to get some context here, because Jimmy Kimmel, in that monologue, that late-night monologue, he was making a point about supposed right-wing finger-pointing at the left. He was not suggesting that Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old suspect, was MAGA.
This kid who murdered Charlie Kirk is anything other than one of them. Is anything other than one of them. Is anything other than one of them.
He was not necessarily making that suggestion.
I guess we could see it different ways. I respect you totally, and I respect your opinion on that. I have to tell you how I responded when I first heard it. I said, really, how dare he? How schmucky can he be? We haven't buried this person yet. His family is really, really hurt, and a lot of people who love them and now identify with them are also really hurt. And, the joke at the end about the goldfish, that should have been his whole bit. Keep Charlie Kirk out of it.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
It is very rare that I agree with Geraldo Riviera, but he absolutely nailed it here. Is it just me, or are these people way more outraged about Jimmy Kimmel than they are about the conservative who was just publicly assassinated in front of all of us for his speech? They clearly want to move on from that and make themselves the victim. Look, I will just quickly say that I don't like the government getting involved in any of this stuff at all. And ultimately, ABC made a business decision because, let's just face it, the truth is that all all the late night shows are all left-wing Democrat activists that don't appeal to much of this country. Late night shows used to appeal to the entire country. That was the whole point of them. But now they only appeal to a fringe of the left. Hey folks, I'm sure you want to let me know what you all think in the comments right now, so do that. And if you're still here, you might as well hit that like button and subscribe. I do post content on a regular basis, both long and short form, so make sure to keep checking back for more. And if you'd like to support this channel, the best way you can do that is to go to preparewithdronetek.com right now and save $200 on an emergency food storage.